How's it going, YouTube? This is Wake Run Collapse, and I just had to do a video for a BCBM. I've been trying to shy away from BCBM videos lately, but this one in particular just screams to have a video made about it. I got all the stuff that you see in this monster video from an eBay seller named noodles1977000. He's a big supplier of the random and weird when it comes to Japanese stuff. You've probably, if you scour the Pokemon Japanese tag on eBay, you've noticed a lot of his things before. He tends to have cards that aren't necessarily in the best condition, but he offers them at very good prices, and I couldn't keep my hands off of a bunch of the stuff that you're going to see here. So it's going to be a little bit out of order, and I will let you know when we get to the part where I don't necessarily need the cards anymore. But that actual sale and trade video is going to follow at a later date, because there's no way I'm going to make this video, 45 minutes long. But I did really want to show off some of the cards. These are just fresh out of the package right now. These are Reshiram and Zekrom reverse holo promos with this really cool sparkle on them, which is great. Full Art Landorus, which I already have, so that's going to be a duplicate. I have not gone through the conditions on these cards, by the way. Really cool Rayquaza. You're going to see another one in a second. I've not gone through the conditions on these cards, so that's just something to keep in mind. But if you need any of them to complete a set, I will allow you to PM me to let me know that you're needing it, so that I can provide information about its condition and what price I might be looking to sell it at. Obviously there's some very cool cards here, and they are unsleeved, so a lot of those cards are actually in excellent or very good condition. He sent this really cool cardboard backing to help protect the stuff that he sent me, so that was cool. It's got Tornadus and Thundurus on it. Always nice. Before I get into the rest of it, there's a couple of really cool surprises that I wanted to show you. Let's just separate those out. So he actually sent me extras along with this really big purchase. He sent me this Moltres T promo, which is awesome. I don't collect the T promos, but it's still really cool, and I'm glad to have it in my collection. He sent me this Larvitar T promo, which you'll see more about in a second, as well as a bunch of bonus EXs just for the hell of it. He sent me a Molga EX, Latios EX, Garchomp EX, White Kyurem EX, and Black Kyurem EX. Really, really awesome. I think they're all the set-based ones, too. So I just found that absolutely wonderful that he did that, so big thanks to that seller. Let's move that stack over here. There's going to be a little surprise in here too, but we'll get to that in a moment. Don't mind the background, by the way. This Tyranitar EX T promo that I really, really needed and was struggling to find at a good price, and I was able to get that along with the other two promos for about 15 bucks, so that was really amazing. Needed that for my promo EX collection, and there's the Pupitar and the Larvitar that you already saw there. I also got this very large stack of a few EXs, but mostly Delta Species Holos. And the conditions are going to vary on them. There's no way I'm going to read them aloud. I might need a couple of them to replace some things in my set, but that would just mean that the card that it replaces would become a sellable item. Obviously, these Delta Species Holos are really popular, and I sold a bunch of them the last time I did something like this. Plus, the Pokemon that are on here are great, too. A lot of them are fan favorites. A lot of them, if you're collecting, are difficult to find, too. And again, I don't think that these are necessarily in the best condition. They're probably generally in excellent condition. Freaking love that Tyranitar. They're probably generally in excellent condition, a little bit of variation from side to side. He listed them as clean condition, so I took that to mean not good or played, and that was exactly how it ended up working out. So if you are collecting these sets, I will be selling these cards. They're probably not going to be terribly cheap, and of course I will be charging for shipping. But they are really awesome, and if you happen to be a collector of that particular Pokemon, that's something to keep in mind as well. But again, this is not an official sale video. I haven't even looked at the conditions of the cards yet. I just wanted to show them off in case anybody was really jonesing for particular cards from these Japanese Delta Species sets. God, they picked so many good holos. So many evolutions. And there's a good variation between the sets that they use, too, because there's some Holon Phantoms in here, some Holon Research Tower. I know I've seen some Furthest Ends of Offense and Defense and some Miracle Crystal as well, so every set is well represented. Lots of really cool stuff. Obviously, a couple of different Rayquaza. Seeing them in Delta Species, Electric type, and Water type is very cool. And that's what I have for Delta Species stuff. I think overall I paid like $55 shipped for that. So here's surprise number 1. He also included these 5 Pokemon, like, I guess you'd call them single card promo packs. And I'm not well versed with this kind of stuff, so I don't even know what's inside them. I don't know what could be inside them. These might be the ones that could be Garchomp EX or something else. These might be the Greninja EX ones. I have no way of telling them apart. Or they could be, you know, unrelated to all of that. So we're going to open them up because I don't like keeping stuff sealed in my collection. Hey, cool! They're actually black and white promos. That is an awesome looking Charmander. Nice, I'm going to just stack that over here and pretend that never happened. Yeah, the problem with having only single card packs is you got to be really careful that you don't cut the card. So I'm trying to like feel for the card inside the pack. Make sure I give it plenty of room, but still allow the thing to open. So that was a cool Charmander. Ooh, nice. Darkness energy. And it's got like this cool matte finish to it. That's great. Generally not collecting the promos, guys. So if anybody really needs them, let me know. But I would just as soon keep them in my collection for myself, because that's the kind of person I am. Ooh, nice, and a fire energy of the same type. That's awesome. Don't worry, I will be sleeving all these later. When I'm shooting this video, I'm not quite done with my Rising Fist booster box openings. There's like 6 of them left that I have to shoot. Nice! Look at that, War Turtle. Looking really fierce. And one more to go, guys. I probably could have noticed black and white on here somewhere. I'm just not familiar with them enough. And I didn't want to really look it up ahead of time, because sometimes I like to be surprised too. Anything new in this one? Hey, nice, it's a Psyduck. That's awesome. So that was a really fun opening. 5 packs, 5 cards, all different, all going to be sleeved, all going to be awesome in my binder. So that was surprise number 1, and that was really fun. And surprise number 2 is I lied about the stuff in the background. It is not irrelevant. There are about 350 or so holographic cards from the 3rd generation in there. I believe they're all 3rd generation. And generally used condition. Obviously, you can see this is my hand right here, so this is a formidable stack to be sure. I've not looked through them at all, but they're listed as all used condition, so I imagine a decent amount of them are going to be played. Mostly in like the good to excellent range. Maybe I'll get lucky and have a few that might be near mint. Or even, you know, crazily enough mint, but I'm not counting on it. The reason I mention this is because if there's anybody out there collecting 3rd generation sets, and you need cards from it, I might have placeholders, or if you're not too picky about condition, I might have cards for you. I was able to get this 350 holo lot for like 90 bucks, and so obviously I wanted to buy it so that I could provide some cool cards for you guys, and even if I couldn't, I could flesh out my 3rd gen binder, you know, more significantly. Maybe throw them in as, you know, extras if somebody needs extras for a trade or something like that. Even though I don't usually do extras, it's nice to have the option to do so. I've not been through the cards at all. At all. But if you know that you need particular cards from particular sets, by the time I upload this, I will have probably sorted through most of it, if not all of it, and I can provide you with information on which cards I do have, how much they're going to be. I imagine some of the beat-up ones I'll sell for like 50 cents. And then just, you know, quote you a price with that plus shipping, and hopefully be able to move some of this stuff for you guys. Because there's no sense in gouging you on price if I got a really good deal to begin with. I want to make sure I can share these cards with all of you. But yeah, just a quick sampling of some of the cards that are in here. The few cards that I happen to look at, you know, through here don't look like they're in wretched condition. But again, I don't even know what I have here. So I am gonna, go through. Some of them will be 50 cents. I imagine if there are, particularly good ones in there, they could be a couple of bucks a piece, but it really remains to be seen. So I will do an official sale and trade video for this stuff only at a future date. But if you know you need particular cards and can provide me with a list, feel free to PM me on YouTube or email me at wakeruncollapse@gmail.com. Just don't say how much for all of it, or what do you have, or I have English cards, because come on guys, I get these messages all the time and I'm kind of getting tired of them. So even though I love you and all that kind of stuff, it's still important that we can reduce the amount of time that I spend bantering with people so that I can make good deals and provide cool cards for everyone. So if you're interested in any of this stuff in particular, let me know. If not, thank you for watching anyways, and I will provide a detailed sale list in the future.